Stop that right now or you will get arthritis. How many times have you heard a parent or teacher say that when you were just trying to relieve a little tension in your hands? It is one of the most common health warnings we hear growing up. But today we are going to find out if it is actually true or if your parents were just annoyed by that loud popping sound. You might wonder what exactly is happening inside your hand to make such a loud noise. Is it your bones rubbing together or something breaking? Actually, your bones are not grinding against each other at all. Inside your joints there is a thick slippery liquid called synovial fluid that acts like a lubricant or motor oil to keep everything moving smooth. This fluid is full of dissolved gases like nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. When you pull or bend your finger to crack it, you are stretching the space between the bones, which causes the pressure to drop suddenly. This drop in pressure causes the dissolved gases to rush out of the fluid and form tiny bubbles, a process scientists call cavitation. That pop you hear is actually the sound of those gas bubbles, either forming or collapsing. But wait, you might ask, why can you not just crack the same knuckle 10 times in a row? The reason is that once those bubbles form and pop, the gases need time to dissolve back into the fluid before they can make the sound again. This is called a refractory period, and it usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes for the joint to reset. So if you are a habitual cracker, you probably find yourself waiting for that timer to run out so you can get that satisfying feeling again. Now for the $1,000,000 question, is the arthritis warning actually a myth? The short answer is yes, it is a myth, and we know this thanks to one very dedicated expert doctor named Unger. For 50 years, he cracked the knuckles on his left hand at least twice a day but never touched the knuckles on his right hand. After cracking his left hand over 36,000 times, he took x-rays and found absolutely no difference in arthritis between his two hands. He even won a funny science award called the IG Nobel Prize for proving his mom was wrong. Larger studies with hundreds of people have also looked into this and found that there is no real link between cracking and joint damage like osteoarthritis. Does this mean there are no risks at all? Well, that depends on how you do it. Some older studies suggested that long-term knuckle cracking might lead to a weaker grip or slightly more swelling in your hands. However, more recent research has found exactly the opposite, showing no difference in grip strength at all. So it is still a bit of a debate among scientists. There have also been very real cases where someone cracked their knuckles so forcefully that they actually sprained a ligament or moved a tendon out of place. Because of this, the advice from doctor is usually to keep it gentle and not try to force a crack that is not happening naturally. When should you actually be worried? If you ever feel pain, see swelling or notice your fingers look roped after cracking, that is a major red flag. Harmless knuckle cracking should never hurt. If it does, you might have an underlying injury or a condition like a torn ligament or damaged cartilage that needs to be checked out by a professional. But for most of us, that popping sound is just a psychological habit that helps us release a little bit of nervous energy or stress. So the next time someone tells you to stop because you are ruining your joints, you can tell them that the science says your hands are doing just fine, even if the sound is driving them crazy.